Hey everybody, Brett here with day 93 of my carnivore diet journey. And something interesting happened today. I walked up to a gentleman's desk in my office and I said, "Hey." And he turned and said, "Hey, skinny." And I was caught off guard, took a breath and said, "Thank you. I appreciate that compliment." And then I went into my work. But no, it just made me feel really good to have somebody say that. We all know that I'm not skinny yet. 269.8 pounds. Or I'm sorry, no, 269.4 pounds. The exact same weight that I was yesterday. I'm not skinny. But after losing 63 pounds, I'm dramatically smaller than I was before. So in comparison, that's what I am. So it felt really good. And I had somebody else come up to me that hasn't seen me in a couple of weeks because I was traveling last week, right? Nobody saw me at the office last week. And she said, "Hey, I'm looking for Brett. Have you seen him?" And I said, yes, I'm the skinny man formerly known as Fat Brett. That's me. But we were joking and laughing. And she was just saying, that, I look really, really good. And I have to say that over the last 2 weeks, I feel like the appearance of my weight loss has shown a lot more than in the previous weeks, especially from like an acceleration rate. Like my weight has slowed down a little bit, but doing Lion seems to have really started to tighten things up a little bit. I don't know if it's my mind or what it is, but that's kind of what it is. And then also I'm wearing a pair of pants that more fits. They're just a little bit big. I'm not quite ready to go to the next size down, but I'm in these are a 42 that I'm wearing, and I'm in a double XL polo shirt, which has some room. It's not a snug shirt, but it fits me better, and it kind of shows my shape better. So, I was wearing 2XLBs, 3XLTs, 3XLBs. Those were the shirts that I was wearing before. And it was always about kind of draping the fabric over me so that, you couldn't see just how big of a belly I had and just how big of man boobs I had and everything. So now I'm wearing clothes that fit a little bit better. The XL shoulder is still, the shoulder's down here. It's not up at the top. So I'm getting closer and closer to an XL, but I'm not there yet. So I do need to go buy another button-down shirt, and I now need to wear I have a sports jacket for my Elks Lodge. So all of us officers are going to wear sports jackets to our rituals, and I need to wear a white shirt with it. And I thought to myself, oh, I've got a white shirt. Well, I just realized tonight, yeah, I've got a white shirt, and it's like a triple XL, 2XB, something like that. It was bought pretty much at my peak weight. So it's not going to fit, especially not underneath a coat that is a full size plus smaller than the coat I wore with that shirt. So all these little things keep coming together, and just I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really happy about it. I just stopped tonight and just, when I was responding to some comments on YouTube, and I just stopped and I looked at my wife and I'm like, I don't think it's totally sank in yet. Like it's sank in how I look and how I feel, but it hasn't sank in yet. I lost 63 pounds. 63 pounds I've lost since February 12th. And it's awesome. And it's all because of this diet. I'm doing very little exercise. It's not like I'm running or going to the gym every day or anything like that. The last time I had any kind of significant weight loss, and it wasn't 60 pounds, I was in the gym 6 days a week and doing a workout that would burn near 1,000 calories an hour. So I'm not doing that now. So it's all about diet. It's about the number of calories I'm taking, the amount of protein, the amount of fat, and what my body is learning because it doesn't have carbohydrates. I just need to go ahead and burn fat. Burn fat for fuel. So it's awesome. It's exactly what the carnivore diet is, right? So there's people jumping in and starting on this diet now. And to them, I say, don't give up right away, right? This is a diet. You're gonna start, and it's gonna work great for a couple of days. It's gonna work great for a couple of weeks, and if you stick with it, it's gonna continue to deliver, right? Whether that be a weight loss goal for me that I had, or if it's some other type of a goal, right? Energy levels, stomach issues. Some people report skin issues reducing or going away, arthritis issues, everything to do with inflammation, right? Anything to do with inflammation starts going away as soon as you start on carnivore. And once you've been on it for a while, you don't feel it anymore at all. I cannot tell you the last time I felt my knees hurting. It just doesn't happen now. And it used to be daily. Now, am I ready to go jogging? No, I would still be hurting if I went jogging. Now I have jogged. I have run 5Ks at 169 pounds, 170 pounds. But it wasn't fun. It wasn't an enjoyable experience. I liked it because of what I did, but not because of what I was doing, if that makes any sense. So I just want to throw that out there. If you're new, find things that work for you. Somebody mentioned Bella, the steak and butter gal. She's doing some recipes from her, right? If you can do recipes that make you think of other food or resemble other food, great. For me, I couldn't do that. I needed to stay clean. I needed to stay one ingredient: chicken, beef, pork, turkey, right? Egg, bacon. Cheese was the only kind of real questionable thing for me, right? Because you've got some enzymes and whatever else they do to make the cheese. But for me, I needed to stay clean so that I didn't stray back. Excuse me. I didn't want to stray back, so I stayed clean as I could. If you're out there and you're starting, if you want to go serious and you're the type of person that falls off the wagon after a couple of days, a week or two, I would say start as clean as you can, right? Single ingredients. I'm not saying go lion diet like I'm doing right now, but I'm saying go carnivore and just make your bacon, make your eggs, make your steak, make your hamburger patties, right? That's going to be the best thing for you because it removes all those temptations of, well, this is like pasta. This is like a tortilla, right? Eliminate those things. You don't need them right now. Once you're good and you're on a steady pace, you could introduce some of those things one by one. I've been looking at recipes myself that I'm seeing on YouTube Shorts. They are, it's like chicken, egg, and cheese, shredded chicken, egg, and cheese, blend it all together and form into chicken nuggets or form into a chicken fry, right? And bake them. Those are 3 things that I will eat when I'm doing regular carnivore. So putting them together, I can eat those things. And I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, it doesn't mean if I don't have enough, I'm just going to go grab chicken fries out of the freezer because my son always has to have chicken fries. It's one of the only meats I get him to eat. So I'm not going to crave those because I've got this other thing. So do that and find your plan, find what works for you. And if you struggle, adjust it. Don't think that it has to be the way it is. Somebody else talked about how they still do their Coke Zero, right? That was my soda. Coke Zero came out, in full force just a couple of years ago. And that's what I started drinking everywhere I went. And if they didn't have Coke Zero, I probably drank water because I didn't want the regular Coke anymore. I got so used to the Coke Zero. But, that's off the table for me. It introduces a sugary sweet taste that makes me want to keep going with sugary sweet. So I have to eliminate those things. I can't do it. You might be able to. But if you can do that, more power to you. If you can do that and you're not getting the results you want, you need to think about dropping that thing. And that's what I knew in advance. My wife told me today, or maybe it was yesterday, forget which, yesterday, because we were in a car together when she said it, that she's ready to switch back and be more strict carnivore. Because what she was doing was ketovore kind of thing, right? A little bit of carbs. Like she would order fajitas, I would order fajitas, but I'd order it meat only. She would get it with the peppers and onions, right? And she'd have a little bit of onion with it, right? I love onions. Grilled onions are fantastic, but that's not going to be clean. It's still carbs. And I would argue she had more than a little. She might mix in a little bit of salsa with it, right? So when you do those things, you reintroduce what you're trying to eliminate. And I can't do that myself. If you can do it and you can get results, fantastic. But think about what you're really trying to do and, do the things that you need to get that done. Set your plan, follow your plan, measure your results. So, and more people are subscribing. Keep it going. Like, comment, subscribe. The more we do that, the more you do that, the more people get exposed to my content. They can see what I'm doing. They can hear what I'm doing. And hopefully they can find success through any kind of my activities that I'm sharing. Or like tonight, where I got on a little bit of a high horse here, I feel, and really kind of drove it home. Like, you don't have to be the same thing as anybody else. But if you're not getting the results you were looking for, you're going to have to make another change. So keep those in mind. So like, comment, subscribe. We were at 413 subscribers earlier tonight when I was checking comments. That's fantastic. I'm trying to get to the 500 mark because apparently the 500 mark is when things really start to flow pretty well. Somebody was like, well, you can just buy subscriptions. I'm not buying subscriptions. I want people out there that are actually looking for this content, actually watching it already. Just hit the subscribe button and then we'll get it out to more people. So that is it for tonight. That's what I had to share. My little soapbox. I'll get off of it now. And just like, comment, subscribe. Keep on carnivoring for those of you that are. Other than that, I will talk to you tomorrow.